It's like very 2017 kind of drama.
Yeah, you're trying to give like a new drama again, and it's not giving.
Wow, she really is trying to. Ooh.
It's not giving, bitch. Oh my god.
Hi, girlies. Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Bria.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? What's new with you?
Oh, wow. What's new with me? Well,
I feel like we always talk about me. We never talk about you.
I know. I don't know what to talk about because all I do is just edit and write and film and watch Love Island.
Oh.
Honestly, it's all about Love Island for me right now, although I'm not caught up.
I'm not going to spoil the quote today, but from my Love Island. Where are you at right now?
The boys just got back from Casa Amor and they are experiencing the fallout.
Okay, so what do you think? This is a good part to talk about.
I think that Serena is fucking hilarious, and I absolutely love her reaction to Cordell bringing the girl back. I think that girl is something is not right about her.
Dea.
I don't trust you, Dea.
Okay.
I think she's seen the show and is like, ooh, let me.
Well, they're all watching the show.
Right. So, like, clearly they come in, with a motive. I just think her motive is a little weird.
Can I tell you what's happening online?
Yeah.
So, like, so she came in, and then you haven't seen this yet, but it's not really a spoiler because it doesn't matter anymore. But they play a game where they read tweets that are happening in the outside world.
Oh, wow. Is this recent or shortly after?
It's like the next episode.
Like the next one that I'm on?
Yeah.
Okay.
They like play a challenge. And one of the tweets was like, not Dea like obsessed with Cordell's brother, ODJ. Or OBJ. Odell Beckham Jr. And then everyone...
That makes so much sense.
Everyone went off about how she follows him. She's like obsessed with him. She likes all of his posts and shit.
What?
Let me tell you something. I didn't really like Dea. I felt the exact same way you felt. But then I listened to another podcast that she was on, and then I think I saw her on Aftersun. They kind of played her dirty. They played that up for sure on the show.
Oh, okay.
And I feel bad for her because she was really into Cordell, but then Cordell was also really into her in the house. And then the guys were really egging him on, being like, this is a better match for you. Serena's never going to give you the time of day. She thought you were a friend.
Because Dea is so blatantly obsessed with him.
Yeah. Obsessed at the time, yes. Now I'm like, well, he was showing her shit because she was like, I could have went for someone else. But I didn't because I thought I was a sure thing. Listen, they're all playing a game in there. The game is get out of Casa and get into the villa, right?
Yeah.
So why would you fuck around and find out with someone else when you are getting what you need as security to get the bag and get into the villa, right?
All of the girls in Casa Amor were going very hard trying to get back to the villa.
Yeah.
And it worked, honestly. It worked on almost everyone.
I almost feel more like negativity towards Daniela than anyone else.
Ooh.
Like, how the fuck did you just flip really hard from Aaron to Rob? You want to know what the theory is?
Mm-hmm.
So you know when what's her name? Kaylor is yelling, fuck you, Aaron. Fuck you, Aaron. And she's yelling it, and Casa more people can hear her.
Yeah.
They think that he flipped then. But they think if she never did that, then he would have brought Daniela back and not Rob.
You think? I don't know, because he was so happy to see that she had stayed single when he first got back. But that could have been the producers telling him, like, I think she stayed single and she's like not mad at you. Like, I think this is going to be good.
Well, he walked back in and I think he didn't know what to think. And then he saw that she was single. And I feel like he was like surprised or shocked or like, yes, oh my God.
Yeah.
But I think that got played up. Also, he's a pro kind of low key.
Yeah.
He won the first season of Traitors in the UK.
Oh, so, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a plant.
Oh, wow. He's a plant. And wasn't Rob in Casa Amor?
Yeah, last season. I started watching last season to see when what Rob was like in Casa.
Was he the same?
I haven't gotten there yet. There's a lot to go. Yeah.
Love Island is a tough one. If you don't start watching from the very beginning, you're not going to catch up. You're not. I've been watching 2 to 3 episodes a night, and I'm not caught up.
That's because there's a new episode every fucking
night.
It's
exactly.
Crazy.
And I'm skipping every single After Sun. I don't know about you.
I was in the beginning to catch up, and then I started to get caught up, so I'm caught up now. So I have.
Oh, okay.
I have watched what I want to watch. Like when Katie Maloney was on After Sun, I watched that. When Johnny Bananas was on, some of the exit interviews I want to see. But tonight's the finale.
Oh, wow.
And I voted. I downloaded the app and I voted.
Did you vote for someone who's on the show at my point?
Yes.
Who did you vote for?
I voted for Kenny and Janae.
Oh, that's a good vote. I love Janae.
I believe in their love.
Aw, okay.
And have you seen Kenny come back into the house?
Yeah.
In his whole breakdown? That to me showed me like true remorse.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think that was for show. I think he really felt like he fucked up. And I felt like what I was getting from that was like the producers are pushing me to bring someone back.
Yes,
I agree. I really didn't want to. And now look at what's happening.
I bet they were probably telling him, Janae has moved on. Like, she's with other guys in the villa now. You better bring someone back to secure your spot so you're not single. And then he came back and was like, oh, no.
Yeah. And then I would have voted for Cordell and Serena, but I don't know.
Okay, so Daya doesn't make it.
Oh.
If she doesn't, I'm glad. But.
Well.
I think Cordell and Serena.
You'll have to see.
Okay. I think Cordell and Serena are great friends.
That's what it's just giving friend energy.
It is full on friend to me.
And yeah.
Who the fuck knows? But I will definitely be watching next season from the jump right away.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Nico
was giving me so much shit for it because he was like, because people keep being like, have you seen this show? Have you seen that show? And I was like, I don't have any other time to watch anything else other than Love Island right now.
Are you watching Big Brother?
No, are you?
Yeah, it just started on Wednesday. I'm watching for the first time.
You're a Big Brother person?
No, not at all.
Why are you watching now?
Because I saw Dan on The Traitors and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, let me watch it. I think I watched it when I was really little, but I don't remember it. But that's like 3 times a week as well, plus the live feeds, which how the fuck do the live feeds work is what I'm trying to figure out right now.
People watch the live feeds?
Yeah, there are Twitter accounts that will be like, shit is going down on the live feed, turn it on right now, and you're supposed to have your alerts on your phone so that you can go watch. Because so much unfolds when they're not filming.
Wow. Wild.
So I'm already behind on that because I missed some shit in the live feed. I don't even know.
Holy shit.
It's a lot.
Well, let's get into what's really going on today. We're going to do our hot topics.
Hot topics. Shout out to Wendy Williams.
Ting.
Ting. What's our first hot topic?
Alissa Violet versus Brooke Schofield versus Tana Mongeau. Now, I know last time we had talked, you were scolding me for not doing my homework. Well, bitch, I did the homework.
Yes.
And I got into it. And let me say, Alissa Violet ain't shit. I know we aren't anybody. Well, you are, not me.
Let's not get crazy.
But she ain't shit. And she is only relevant because she dated Jake Paul and she's hot. Was hot.
Jenny
is hot.
You know what? What you said might have been a little harsh, but you told no lies. You tell absolutely no lies. Why are you trying to come for Tana Mongeau? Why?
Because you want to be relevant again.
Even if everyone is coming for you, like that's what I don't get. I don't think that all publicity is good publicity on social media. Do you think she's actually having people on her side right now?
Alissa Violet?
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe the Dobrik people. The Vlog Squad supporters.
I feel like, yes. I don't honestly know anyone who really is a fan of Alissa Violet.
Me neither.
Like, that's why she's having issues low key and trying to start shit with Tana. And I love Brooke being like backing her up and basically being like, Tana is not in this era anymore where we're just going to start like picking like high school fights. So like step the fuck off. Also,
this is
come
very
correct.
old school. It's like very 2017 kind of drama.
Yeah, you're trying to give like a new Dramageddon and it's not giving.
Wow, she really is trying to. Ooh,
it's not giving, bitch.
Tea.
It's not. And also, like, just stop. The Depop of it all.
Stop.
That shit is crazy to me. Like, you are a mean girl.
You are bullying people on Depop?
On Depop.
I understand TikTok. I understand YouTube. I understand Instagram. Depop? Poshmark? Like, why?
Like Tana said, for a $50 or $15 t-shirt or dress or whatever the fuck you're selling.
Which, you know, with the Depop fees and whatnot, you're probably only getting $8 of that.
Is it worth it? Like full names and all. That's you. Karma's gonna get you.
She's mean. She's very mean. I think Karma already is getting her because after this 15 minutes, we're at minute 14 now. It's over, and she's gonna go back to. I don't know.
And she's dating Marshmello.
Yeah.
But he's friends with Brooke.
I don't know if he's friends with Brooke.
I feel like she said that.
Oh.
She said she was gonna ask to see if he would come on the podcast. Oh, and the audacity that she has, like, well, we can settle this if you invite me onto the podcast. Like,
and then to be like, no one wants to come on your podcast.
You are so desperate, girl.
Desperate. You know what? You saying that she's trying to start a Dramageddon right now makes so much sense. The Dramageddon days are over.
There hasn't been one in pre-pandemic era.
Yeah. This is not mainstream.
No. And honestly, you lost your moment when Tana started dating Jake. And then you guys were amicable. Like,
yeah.
Fucking do it then. People wanted you to. People wanted you to be mad at Tana. Element. People wanted to get a reason to hate Tana again. Here's how I feel about Tana. This is my 2 cents. The trajectory of Tana to me is interesting. And I feel like a new leaf has overturned because before, when I first learned about her, like before TanaCon and from you guys and her vlog story time era, like the lies that she would spew were insane. And like lying about not having any water at Disneyland, like that Disneyland ran out of water the day that she went, the hottest day ever on record. Like, I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. I want her to address that kind of shit.
I think that's probably a lie. She definitely exaggerates because even when she talked about my TanaCon video on the podcast, she fucking exaggerated and said that it was like a 14-part series when it's 3. Yeah. She gets details wrong. But there was one story time she did about like being a music exec's sugar baby. When she was telling the story, I knew exactly who she was talking about, and he sexually harassed me too at work, and I was like, she's telling the truth.
See, that's the thing. I think that, listen, there's the gift of gab. She has it. When you have the gift of gab, you may elaborate or over-exaggerate details. I think as a child and in the era that she was in, it was very much heightened. Mm-hmm. But I think she's a smart lady. Like, absolutely, she is reinventing, rebranding herself, embracing herself. But she's still
authentic. Yeah, like she's still herself, but she's just grown into this like more brand safe almost person, even though she's not. I don't know. She's more like socially acceptable to watch.
You know what it is? It's like a comedian. It's like, you know what you're getting and it's not going to change, but it's evolving. Yeah. That's why she's smart. She's like, it's like Taylor Swift. Like, you're just entering a new era and you're still keeping your authenticity.
Oh my God, period. The Tana Mongeau Taylor Swift comparison.
I'm just saying, I feel like it's good. It's smart marketing. She knows how to do it right. And I mean,
I agree. And no one should come for her unless you want to feel the fucking heat because she's going to stand up for herself.
And she's smart. She's going to fucking like call you out on your dumb bullshit.
And she's really perceptive.
That you don't want to be called out on.
She's very perceptive of like the psychology of a hater. Yeah. Like she really read Alissa Violet to filth. I respect it.
With all the Brooke Schofield of it all, like blowing up because of Clinton Kane.
Yes, girl.
I had a friend who was one of my very good friends from like growing up. She posted a clip from Trisha's podcast. Who's the guy on Trisha's podcast?
Oscar.
So Oscar was talking about Brooke, and I guess either from Brooke coming on the podcast or whatever, and posted a picture of her or him with Brooke. And my friend Cassie, I guess, commented on his picture and was like Brooke is so hot or something like that. And then basically he was like, yeah, I mean, if I can hook Cassie up with Brooke. And I was just like, my mouth dropped to the floor. I was just like, wow, she got mentioned on Trisha's podcast, and she may start dating Brooke Schofield because she wants to like be in her, femme girl, like dating butch women era.
Ooh, I love it.
Get it, Cassie. I'm manifesting for you, girl.
Let's all just take a moment to manifest this. Thank you. That felt good. Speaking of manifesting, and Taylor Swift, I guess, the Swifties are really manifesting some crazy ass shit with their conspiracy theories. So you sent me a TikTok, and when I sent you one
to show you what the fuck is on my For You page.
When I tell you, it was like, in the detective movies, there's like the detective with all the pictures on the wall and like the red string connecting everything. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was like red and black, the colors that she used in her Reputation music video. Karma, green and yellow, the stick behind her head. What the fuck are you talking about, people?
So let me explain as best as I can remember. Basically, what people are saying is on the Eras tour right now in Europe during the Reputation era, which, because I think you're way less into the world than I am.
Yeah.
The Reputation is the album after the Kanye and Kim tapes.
Right.
Yeah. The Snake, right?
Yes.
So during the performances on stage, she wears like a top with a skirt. Okay. So first it was like pink, and then in the next day it was like yellow, and then people were like, "Oh fuck, she's trying to tell us something." And this bitch does that, like
she does.
She'll tell you what's coming up. And people are like, "These are the different colors of Taylor during the heist scene, and look what you made me do in the Reputation like release for the music video." And then basically the same song has the 4 different outfits over the 3 or 4 era tour, whatever, in Europe. It matches. Like, she completes it. People are even more crazed about it. Then she brings like a bat out on stage or something, or like the colors of one of her outfits is even the bat colors. And then they're like, oh shit, it's happening. And then the fucking shit that I sent you is from the music video, I feel like, for The Man, the song The Man. And basically it's like 4 different words. So up here it says Reputation. Then down here it says TS, Taylor Swift. And then it said 1989 up here. And then down here it said something else, I think, that came out. And then at the top it says Karma. So basically it completes a butterfly, which is also an infinity sign, and it's basically telling us the order in which we're getting these albums. Girl, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
She's coming up with this? I think she is.
But like the fact that people are so locked in that they're getting it is like, oh my God. It's kind of fun, honestly.
It's like Taylor Swift calculus. They're just like, okay, we got 1989, and that B equals C, and then we're getting Reputation. We're getting Reputation on this date.
And the thing is that they're catching it right as it starts, so they can be like, I bet you her wand for the next one is going to be yellow, and it's going to mean this, and she just does it. Yeah,
and then they're like projecting that, which I think is true. She'll have an album come out August 13th or something, for Reputation, and then she's supposed to have another album come out like on her birthday this year, because there was also another Easter egg when her last album, The Tortured Poets, came out. During the Spotify setup, there was a date and it had her birthday December 13th, I think. Now, but it said 1989, but it had say Friday. But that date in 1989 was not on a Friday. So they were like, that's an Easter egg. She's telling us that something's coming out because this year her birthday is on a Friday. It's like, how do you have time to think about this?
I'm seriously amazed.
It's crazy.
I'm amazed.
But
I wish that
so
I had
easy for
something
her.
like this to... Should I be a Swiftie? I wish I had something to dissect.
You know what I would watch? I would watch a documentary or a docuseries on like how her Easter egg marketing started and all of the Easter eggs that she has successfully pulled off.
Yeah.
That could be a marketing class, honestly.
It really could. I'm sure maybe somewhere it is. I don't know. But it's a great way to like, it engages the fans, but it's also, it's really smart.
I will say though, I don't know what, do you identify with an era of Taylor Swift?
No. I've never.
Not at all? Wow.
I've never listened really.
I would say I'm a 1989 girly, but I'm really excited for Reputation.
What did you
Taylor
think
Swift.
of the Tortured
Poets.
Poet?
It's not for me. I mean, there's some good bops on there, but her like, take out her remaking all of her albums. The last 3 albums, it's not my era. Like Folklore, Evermore, Tortured Poets, she is in her feels, you know? Like I'm here for the bops. I'm a happy girl.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm here for 1989. I'm here for like the bops and the like love songs, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Like 1989 is just because there's emotion in it, but I feel like, I don't know, it's on like an emotion heap level.
Wow.
I don't know how to explain it. Evermore and Folklore and Tortured Poets, it's too much of the same thing.
I completely agree with that. I feel like Tortured Poets department, it's almost like good waiting room music because it just sounds like kind of the same and they kind of bleed into each other, so you lose track of time. Like, I did try listening to it and I just was like, every single song, there's nothing to differentiate anything on this album. And I feel like she had more of that in previous years.
Yeah.
Same vibe, but
Yeah.
every song just sounded very different.
Also, I forgot to mention the date. I think August whatever this year is the same day that all of her music was bought by Scooter Braun. So like she wants to release
she's
the
gonna do a little
Fuck You
Fuck You.
album on that day. And
I get
I
it.
think Reputation will definitely have a lot of shit about Scooter Braun in there, and dare I say could release some like Illuminati shit. Or maybe expose some people. I don't know. I'm here for it. Like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in Reputation. And that's it.
That's so true because that is her exposing album.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of
Totally forgot about that. Okay.
speaking of exposing bitches, have you been keeping up with the Cody Ko drama? Our former full screen coworker.
Hey, Cody.
Hey, Cody.
A little bit. Yeah. I mean, you're way more in it than me. So
I think the biggest thing that's happened recently is that because he's not saying anything about hooking up with Tana when she was underage, now everyone is like, well, what are the people who are associated with him doing? And they're calling everybody out like that. And Brittany Broski released her statement and people are so pissed. I don't know if you keep up with her.
no,
Okay. She's like always
she's a lot.
toeing the line between being authentic and like catering to the audience that first loved her and then trying to like cater to mainstream straight white male audience. And I have no idea why she does that. But her statement was, I'm crushed to learn about the Cody allegations. If it's proven to be true, then that's extremely upsetting as a collaborator and longtime fan. I find all of this disturbing, inappropriate, and just flat out disappointing. What's striking you from that?
It's very vanilla and also like, okay. you just flip-flopped?
Once again, this girl is trying to say that she like is just learning about something for the first time right now.
Yeah.
There's no way you did not know about this.
And you commented on it 2 years ago, right?
Right. Yeah. She always knew that Cody was creepy with Tana. And there was actually a podcast clip that resurfaced of her basically talking shit about Tana multiple times, saying that she went to a party and she doesn't want to be photographed with people like that who are always getting canceled and always being controversial.
Tana didn't?
Well, she said that vaguely, and then they compared it to a clip from Canceled. No, it was from Just Trish, where Tana was talking about someone being too scared to take a photo with her at a party because she didn't want to be seen with her.
With Brittany Broski.
Yeah, not to mention Brittany Broski not coming on Tana's podcast because her fans would eat her alive.
Would she go on her podcast?
She said she wouldn't. Like, Tana invited her on the podcast, and she said, girl, absolutely not. You know my fans would eat me alive. I can't associate with you. But she'll go on Cody Ko's podcast.
I just think that be your authentic self. Your fans hating you for going on a podcast, they're not really your fans then.
That just goes to show that your fans are not aligned with who you are as a person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is a problem that you create by what you put out there. But again, I think that's like because she genuinely thinks that she has mainstream, like vanilla fans who want her to be non-controversial and perfect and whatever.
I do think that's her fans though. Because if I think about it, like she did very much like secure her bag about going viral and being like the, what was she again?
The kombucha girl.
Yeah.
That was great. The way that she grabbed that moment.
You don't stand for anything. I don't know what you're...
Exactly.
That's why I don't really give a shit about her. I'm just like, I don't know what you're about. I don't know how I can relate to you. I just feel like you try to be really funny.
Yeah. But like not
weird ways.
Yeah. She tries to be weird, funny, so that she seems relatable, but she never actually says anything that's like...
You know what she is? She's a good TikTok personality. And that's it.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
How do you have a podcast if you don't stand for anything?
I mean, it's like, I think her fans actually do expect her to stand for more because in the past, like during Black Lives Matter, she really was like, if you have a platform and you have to talk about this, blah, blah, blah. And on her podcast, she'll talk about like religious trauma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just certain things that are too controversial. Like in 2020, supporting Black Lives Matter wasn't that controversial, in my opinion.
No.
As an influencer, like you were expected to.
Yeah.
So it's like when it's easy, she's like, yes, absolutely. But when it could go either way, she kind of splits off a little bit.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like whatever about her. But
Yeah.
I do feel like the Cody Ko of it all is very interesting. And I'm curious to see where this is going to go. Because I feel like Tana doesn't really give a shit about it. But a lot of people do. Mm-hmm. Like would you say you cancel him?
I never followed him. So sure. Like, yeah, he's canceled to me.
Like, do you think he's problematic?
Yeah, I think he was problematic even before this. He's like said racist things and he stayed friends with a guy who was literally filmed himself assaulting someone. Like,
yeah.
I feel no loss. Like a lot of people are really connected to him, I think.
Yeah.
So they're having a hard time letting go, but I feel no connection. So I'm like, bye.
It's kind of like the Shane Dawson of it all. Well, that was really bad, but yeah.
Yeah, but were you connected to Shane Dawson like that? And it was just like, oh my God.
I more so felt that way about Jeffree Star, and I was like, fuck, I just bought all this makeup.
Ooh.
But I've slowly like thrown it away as it's gone bad, and then I don't know who buys it anymore, but what an era that was.
That was a good era.
I remember going to the mall, the Del Amo Mall, like right after I finished working during COVID, and going to the Morphe store.
Oh my God.
And buying literally the last palette in the store. Yeah.
I should have known that you would get that merch. I did too. I got the lip gloss.
Yeah, like we all did. We were all texting about it. Like it was such a fun time. Like
it was fun.
Especially during COVID, and like I don't know, it was just exciting, and it was sad to see that era end, but I don't know. I think, listen, cancel, not cancel, do what you will. I think there's just so many different people and so many different personalities that you can follow that it's like,
I agree. That maybe that's part of it too.
it's just different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Did he do something that was kind of shady? Yeah. But I also think, like, if Tana had a problem with it, then it's a problem. If Tana doesn't have a problem with it, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Next. Like,
I think it's just weird that he hasn't said anything at all. Like, people feel betrayed by that they haven't heard from him.
what's he going to say?
Sorry, I did this. I feel bad for her. Like, I know she's not traumatized, but I do know that it's wrong. I'm sorry for not listening to Gabby Hanna when she told me that she was underage and not to hook up with her.
Okay.
Like, I've learned. I'm married with a kid now. I'm doing better. Like, I don't know. Something. Yeah. An acknowledgement. I don't care. Yeah. Like, whatever. We've never followed him. Even when they did the, like, Cody Ko dedication at the fucking full screen all hands. Like, did you follow him after that?
No.
Me neither.
But Nico watched his videos. And Sienna, our niece, really watches the videos. Uh-oh. Okay.
I'm sure it's not.
Speaking of
videos.
I was trying to think. Blonde celebrities.
Speaking of controversial things.
Ozzy.
Did you ever watch the Osbournes?
Yeah.
I loved it.
What
so
was
I have
like
a soft spot for
Sharon.
And they were always just cussing each other out so much on that show.
Bleeping the shit out of it.
What's going on with the Osbournes?
There's some beef between him and Britney.
First of all, this is how I found out that the Osbournes have a podcast together now. I think that would be very interesting to listen to.
Oh, they're so interesting and problematic.
Yeah. Like, especially Kelly. I feel like she's had a lot of controversy. Jack was great on Special Forces. Did you watch that?
Yeah, he was really good. I feel like he's the most tame, but he's also, they've all had their own issues, but I think they all just have issues. Like, even Sharon's canceled. Really canceled. Like, I think she has had some racist shit, like, and was kicked off the talk or whatever.
Oh, she was kicked off?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But why do they give a shit about Britney dancing in her videos?
I have no idea. Ozzy was just like, I feel so fucking sad for her. Wait, let me do a direct quote so that we can get this right. He said, he's fed up with seeing poor old Britney Spears on YouTube. I think he's one of those people who thinks that all social media is YouTube, but it's every fucking day. It's sad. Very, very sad. And Sharon said the dance videos are heartbreaking and called Spears poor little thing. Kelly said she feels sorry for Britney. And then Jack said, save Britney. Why do y'all give a shit?
I
guess why does anybody care about anything? But, like, it just seems kind of random to bring her up.
Like, she's not really relevant in this moment. Like, there hasn't been a video or news about her to make her talked about. Like, it's kind of her dancing, I feel like, is old news.
She's been dancing for years.
Years.
Maybe they saw the Traders announcement and they're like, oh, Britney Spears' ex-boyfriend or ex-husband is going on there. And they were like, oh, maybe we can. I don't know.
What's his name?
Bring that up? Sam.
Her recent ex-husband.
Yeah, he's going to be on the Traders. Ironic.
Wow. Shocking.
Yeah.
Also a traitor.
Yeah. But I wanted to read Britney's full response because it's so long and completely worth it. Have you guys ever seen the movie Serendipity with Kate Beckinsale? Well, let me tell you, if you haven't, you definitely should. I adore Kate Beckinsale, especially because she's from London. I realized how incredibly cruel people were talking about her on IG, saying she needs more age-appropriate content. She's in her 50s, and I thought it was pretty badass how she responded with a mini bow in her hair, looking literally 4 years old. Thumbs up. Not as bad as some of my comments saying I'm sad that I'm as old as I am, and I'm dancing every single day on my IG. Number 1, I hardly ever dance. And number 2, I'm not poor at all. I have more ligature in my left toe than any grown man or woman on earth. If you don't believe me, how long do you think I should keep this going for? In my transparent opinion, wealth and health, it isn't relied solely on cash in your bank account, which I have lots of that too. It relies on my quest in my own fucking interest in how I demonstrate and serve back these wise ass assholes, just as Kate did. I taught dance classes last week to a couple of teenagers. A lot of the kids were too thin and some were too big. I know what it's like to be judged, so it's a ridiculous and stupid subject initially, but I think it's important to help each other and invite each other to places that help our souls grow. This is longer than I even thought. On the flip side, there are actually people that do help others out and mean well, that don't embarrass or demoralize another. I personally believe that being vulnerable enough to ask someone for inspiration or help is incredibly beautiful. But ironically, in the world we live in, with how incredibly cruel people can be, you have to be extremely careful who you allow in your circle and your heart. I'm going to do a photo shoot with Kate and tell the Osbourne family, who is the most boring family known to mankind, to kindly fuck off. First of all, I did not read the whole thing. I skipped 2 pages.
And we should just stab Caesar. Like, that's what I got out of that.
Yes.
Like, wow. It's wild.
That was a very long-winded way of her saying, worry about your fucking self. I'm rich in money and in spirit, and I'm doing my fucking thing.
Period.
And no one's going to tell me not to.
Period.
Because this is my talent. This is my gift.
On point. I just want Britney to come out of this era and go into like her own back on track era. I want new music.
Do you think that she will ever release new music? Will we ever see a Britney Spears Eras tour? That I might go to.
I feel like that was like her Vegas show, but I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to tell what the future holds for Miss Spears.
She's really moving by the beat of her own drum.
She is.
And I respect it.
She really is. Well,
shall we end with a quote?
Fuck, Aaron. Fuck. Fuck.
Fuck you, Aaron.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Aaron.
Fuck Cody Ko. Fuck Ozzy Osbourne. Fuck Alissa Violet. Who else?
Fuck Scooter Braun.
Fuck Scooter Braun.
Fuck.
And fuck anyone who doesn't follow us at High Girlies Pod on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And fuck anyone who doesn't leave us a review on Apple Podcasts.
And tell us what you want us to talk about, whether it's this or fuck.
Do we do a Love Island recap? Let us know.
In the comments. Somebody did comment and say they are watching. And then the other person was your mom.
Was this on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay. Follow us on Instagram, y'all. Things are weird over there.
Please help us out. We need help over there. We're good everywhere. Well, no, I mean, everywhere needs help. But like really, like Instagram, I'm very confused.
We're confused. We're lost.
I'm gooped and gagged and bewildered. Truly. But
anyway, on that note,
bye girlies.